It's a big warm welcome to you all. I think, as you know, over the years, we all here at Stallion AI have been very passionate about rare breeds, and that's right through our whole team. It's been a long time since we've had one of these events, and it's great to see the support from so many different breeds out there. And I think one thing in this room, we can all agree, we've got passion. We love our equines, and especially we love our rare breed equines, and that's just great to see. You know, I think we all know that we really love them as well, and we want to try and use the latest science and technologies over the years, and it's really difficult sometimes to keep up with that. But you're going to, hopefully, some of the stuff you may already know today, some stuff will be new and exciting, hopefully, and some of it hopefully will give a bit of a ray of hope for some of our rare breeds. So it's quite difficult to go around everybody, I must admit, to see you all, but we'll try and do our best anyway. Just a bit of housekeeping. If there is a fire alarm go off, it's meeting out in the car park. We have got some first aiders. You'd be pleased to know I'm not one of them, so you're okay on that side of it. Please, if you can keep, I'm most probably guilty of this, you can keep your mobile phones switched on silent. We've got 3 lots of toilets up here, and we've got some downstairs as well. So if there is a bit of a queue, no smoking in the building, but again, you can go out in the car park and smoke. There's refreshments if you want to nip out and grab a coffee. That's on all day, so just help yourself to that. We are going to do split you into 3 groups, and I think you've got some colour coordinating on your so you can make a note of which colour you're in, and you'll be split into those. And it might be a bit of a juggle to start with, trying to divide you all up into that, but we've got you. We'll hopefully get that sorted. Just on the tour round, when you are going around, please, you're on a quarantine centre here, and it's imperative that you don't touch any of the stallions, please, for many reasons. We want you to go home with the same amount of digits that you arrived with as well. But it's really important on that side of it. Photographs, I think we've asked you, if anybody doesn't want their picture taken today, please say, and I think we've maybe given you the lanyard, and we can make sure you're not in those photos. Just if we are putting something out on credit. If you haven't known to us, please come up to us, and we can make sure you're not on any social media. We are doing a social media post. Can you please not take any pictures of the stallions when you're on the bar? I know. You might be able to also, the stallion owners there themselves, and you can ask them. It's just we've got lots of other people's stallions on centre, and some people don't like them going on social media. It's hard for us to say which ones you can, but you know, a lot of the owners are here today, will be standing next, so that's fine if you ask them. I'm sure that's not a problem, but some of the other ones, please. And oh yes, we are. Lucy's going to do a bit of anatomy and with some testes and things like that, how we extract the sperm. If anybody's a little bit queasy, please say, because Lucy's going to be doing that side of it. Lunch, there's going to be lunch served for everybody. People with dietary requirements or any specifics on food allergies, or any specific types of food that you've made yourself known to, please, can those people, there's a table set out to them. I know sometimes we put stuff aside for it, and it might look more delicious than yours, but there is set for people. So if you haven't let us know that, please can you go to the table which hasn't got the dietary requirements. We appreciate that. So they've still got their own food, would be great. Just today, you know, we're going to look around a lot of different businesses here. We've got some theory sessions and some practical ones. We've got different companies here, Cryogenetics, which is our logistics company, which ships the semen around the world. You've got Chapel Field Conference Facilities, which is up here. And we're always welcome. And if you breed societies want to use these facilities, we're always very favourable. I can't 100% guarantee, but pretty much most of the time, if you're coming here to use it, we'll pretty much honour it free of charge, obviously, once you pay the costs associated with food and things like that. We want you here. So just bear that in mind, or AGMs and things like that. We're always very keen to facilitate that. We've got a elite kennel facility, which is a canine here, and we've got a place in Ireland for exporting the semen abroad. And we're going to talk about Gemini genetics, Nature's Safe, and Stallion AI in a bit more detail. We're very proud. Last year, we got the Queen's Award. We believe it's one of the last Queen's Awards the Queen ever gave out. And that very proudly sits downstairs. Now it's the King's Award. That was for the innovation of Nature Safe, so saving animals from extinction. And you're going to hear a bit more about that. And that was, you hear a lot about the team today. I'm very lucky. I stand up and I'm quite often spokesman, but it's down to the dedication of the team that makes us what we are. But as you can see, it was a team effort. Stallion AI Services, we've been going actually since '96, but the company was founded in 2000. We're a DEFRA approved centre, and we store from over 1,500 different stallions. So this is one of my favourite pictures here. Again, it's rare breeds. You know, you've got your Suffolks, your Cleveland Bay, your Highlands, and the Fell all sitting here. And then we've got the Sport Horse. We've got Big Star here. You know, 2 double gold medal winning stallions. So we do all sorts here, as you know, and we're about processing and cryopreserving semen, and that's what we'd be passionate about. I've been freezing things down and thawing them out for 30 years. And amazingly, that's moved on so many new ventures, which you can hear about today. One thing I forgot to mention today, actually, and some people are born, we are selling our gin. It's £40 a bottle. It's made by the local distillery. £2 from every bottle goes to Nature Safe. So when you have a drink, you're saving a species from going extinct at the same time. Just think of that. That's a good. So you can get out. Just come and see one of the members of the team, and you can go home with a nice bottle of gin if you like. So I think you know a lot of this already, but we're going to talk a bit more about that later. But it's the rare breeds. This is what we're passionate about. This is the part that we really love. This is the bit that's, you know, we've been involved with, I think, you know, since 2002, yes, over 20 years now. And I owe them a lot, because they're not always the easiest to freeze, as we know. Sometimes the semen isn't always the best. And it's really made us think outside the box of what we can do. If everything was easy to freeze and to go, we would not have evolved the way we have. We've had to think of other technologies and how we can help improve. And you're going to learn about this today. I had the fortune of being part of the Rare Breed Survival Trust, and we've got Tom here today as well. So they've been very close to my heart. I was a trustee of them for quite some time. My father was president of it before he sadly passed away. And they really gave us the leg up at the beginning, sort of saying, how can technologies benefit rare breeds? And that's where it really started. And as you can see, you know, they collected off lots of stallions, you know, 72 stallions and 14 breeds between obviously ourselves and West Kington Stud. So, and that's been really attributed down to the Rare Breed Survival Trust. And we want to obviously carry on that. So we're going to talk about genetic preservation, and Lucy is going to be talking about that today. And this is a really exciting tool, and I think this is quite fascinating. And I don't know if you watched Country File a couple of weeks ago about this new, it's been around for a while, but it's really how we can capitalise on preserving these cells. And Lucy's going to go through all about how this laboratory, we can't get everyone in the lab, so she's going to demonstrate it up here, so to speak, how this tool is so important for preserving the genetics. Yes, we want the sperm, yes, we want the egg, but the tissue is so important. We're going to tell you a bit more about it. And all about the other technologies, because we can store this, but we need the sort of the background stuff. We need all the database. We've got, you know, a matcher system which actually barcode, you've got barcodes on these samples. Imagine fine if you've got 100 samples, when you've got, I think we've got 2 million samples downstairs, that becomes a logistic issue. So we have to put all these other things in place, alarms as well for these systems as well, right way through. But it wouldn't be any of this without our team. And Lucy's going to be explaining about her team in a minute with Gemini Genetics. This is very exciting. This is our next project that we're just getting into. We've just been down to Yole Valley, meeting up with Mary Mead, and she's absolutely really interested in this project for livestock, for your cows, your pigs, your sheep, and that side of things. So this new project, Lucy's going to explain a bit out, but I'm really excited about this. Just on how today's going to run, we're going to do a bit of an doing the introduction now, and we've got all the different presentations and breaks, and then we're going to wander around the lab and go outside. So you're going to be split into several groups, but it's all in your program in front of you here. And then we're going to have And you'll go to the Mare Yard as well and see around the Mare Yard and see how they're doing things there. And then we've got different presentations and breaks this afternoon, and then we've got the discussion panel at the end of the day. But we're very, very fortunate really to have some amazing speakers today that have really made the day. I don't think I need any more. I think you've heard enough about me, but there's a big team effort here put today on, but there's one person that really stands out. She hates taking the limelight, but Lucy Morgan's really put a lot of this in today. She's done virtually all these presentations, and I have to say her passion is really what's helped drive a lot of this that we do here, as well as the rest of the team, obviously, as well. But she's been a big part of it. She's on the scientific advisor of Nature's Safe as well. Andy Dale, well, we've worked with Andy. He's hiding there at the back there, but he's been instrumental, really. We've been working with him for years. It's a team effort, this. Yes, we can bank all this stuff, but we want to know, what stuff should we be banking? What, and we're going to learn much more about Andy's work, really moving forward. And I always find every time I listen to it, I can listen to it all the time. I think it's one of the most complicated subjects to talk about, but the way he puts it across is so palatable and so easy to listen to. So it's going to be great to hear what Petra to say. We've got Petra up next door, and I don't know if she's here yet, but she's going to be talking obviously about the mare side, very important. We've talked about the stallions all day, but obviously it's the mare side. There's another half, obviously, we've got to get them involved. So she's going to be talking about how we can get these rare breed mares involved. So there's a lot to cram in today. We've got other speakers, obviously, from the breed side of things. We've got Bruce. He's going to zoom in, not literally. He's going to, so hopefully technology will work this afternoon, but he's going to zoom in. We've got Libby here today, on the front row, yeah, as we're talking about obviously the fell side. We've got Sue Barker and Nicole Dewhurst as well here from the Exmoor Pony Society, down here. Thank you. And they've got their Exmoor here, so they're going to be talking about that. And then we've got Catherine Lee. I think she's zooming in as well, isn't she? So we'd love to have every single one. There's only so many hours in the day, so appreciate it. There's not every single rare breed obviously represented. I think there's 14 in the country. To have them all up here would be exceptionally difficult. So hopefully you can understand that side of it. We've got to thank our sponsors. We've got Griselda here somewhere, and we've been working with NAF for many, many years now. And again, it's part of our thing is about semen preservation. How can we optimize that? And one of the tools we use, and we're going to talk about this later, is preparing that stallion before they start covering mares or before they start the collection process is vitally important to just get the edge to make that semen better. And using the 5-star fertility from NAF has really given us that edge and made it work. So, right, that's enough from me for now.